Welcome to the What's Our Verdict podcast, where we fashion ourselves television judge and jury. My name is JJ Crowder. I'm here with my co-hosts Mattson,
Better red than dead,
and Alec Burgess.
Let's get it.
We appreciate you tuning in. Go ahead and hit that follow, subscribe, like, bell notification, buttons, all those fun things. Hit them, and then tell friends about us.
Tell two friends about us.
At least two friends.
Yeah.
And then, go listen to past podcast episodes because that helps us too. But, we appreciate everything you guys do for listening, watching, all that fun stuff. We're here live to talk about Andor, Season 1, Episode 9.
Is this really even Andor's show anymore? Let's be honest. I think the dude had 6 minutes of screen time.
Well, and here's the worst part about it, is the only part I liked of this episode was the stuff he was in.
Yeah.
Like, even the characters that I used to... So, like, I was really big fan of Mira, that's her name, right? The ISB agent. Like, I wasn't this week. Like, and I think it had to do with her interaction with the weirdo from the old police force. Like, I like his side of that interaction. I don't like hers. Like, where she actually seemed like she was afraid. Like, really? You're afraid? Or she's ashamed because she actually got this guy to help her out, or she helped this guy out. I don't know which, but I don't care either. Like, that's my other problem. Like, just show me the prison. The stuff going on in the prison, wildly intriguing. Like, I liked everything about the prison, but it was like 10 minutes of the episode, 15 minutes of the episode at most.
Yeah, and the rest of it was, because same kind of where you're coming from, JJ. Mira was great, but once she got a lot of screen time, she wasn't really great anymore. It's because your bad guy, your villain in Star Wars, almost needs less screen time to be that imposing kind of villain that Darth Vader did so well in the original trilogy. And they've done well with villains in the past, is the less screen time they have, the better they end up being.
Yeah.
Like Darth Maul.
It needs to be mysterious. It needs to be. Yeah, exactly. Well, and anybody else starting to get the feel that, like, the head of the ISB, not the head, because that's Ularen, but the guy that she's been dealing with from Game of Thrones might actually be part of the rebellion.
Yeah, I could see it.
Okay. There was like a shot of him after saying run with what you're doing, that felt like he said something and then it was like, this feels weird.
Who said that?
It was the old guy that's the head of the ISB. Not the one with the mustache, but the one with like the longer hair that he was talking.
He's part of the rebellion?
I don't know. Like, I don't remember the line, but there was a line after she pitched her thing, and he's like, "That's enough to go on," or something, and tells her to go do her thing. And then all of a sudden, there's like a shot of the back of his head that lingered a little too long, and the connection of the line and then the shot, it just felt like it was trying to hint at me that this guy might be part of the rebellion in some way, shape, or form. I don't know why it hit me that way, but it did. I was like, oh.
I would really enjoy that twist, if I'm honest.
I would too. It just kind of was
if they
weird.
Play through it. Yeah.
Yeah.
If they play through with it and stick to it, if that's their plan, I think that'd be amazing.
Yeah, and it's good use of the actor. I mean, you've got a former Doctor Who here that's like, come on now, Game of Thrones, alum. Like, he's a big actor, so I mean, it could play out very well, if they do it right. It just was a weird shot to me, and I was like, that feels like they're hinting that he's sending her on her way to do this, but he's not completely comfortable with it because he knows he's screwing some good people here. I don't know. It just felt weird.
Look, for me, I felt like some of the senators in Mon Mothma's speech, that when she's talking, I don't really care. Just not that intriguing, just kind of meh. But the rest of the episode, I didn't mind, and especially the prison stuff, quite like that a lot. Yeah. I'm still decently intrigued. I like what's going on with the ISB. I think you guys complained because we didn't get to see our what? Why do I always forget his name? Stellan Skarsgård.
Oh, Stellan Skarsgård.
Yeah, yeah.
Luthen.
JJ's butt hurt. He didn't see him this time. I didn't mind it. I still am intrigued where this is going, but I don't think there was anything like groundbreaking that we witnessed. It's a setup for now. We know that there's going to be a prison break because now we know that everyone dies, or they. I mean, it's so interesting to hear them talk about that guy got free. They messed up, put him back on a different floor. People recognize him. They just killed everybody, and now the shift leader is fully motivated to figure out a way to break out because he knows that he's never leaving this place, so he doesn't give an F anymore. And I think we were all waiting for that to happen, and that's kind of the gift that we received. And now I want to know what's going to happen in these last 3 episodes. How's he going to get out? Because I feel like that's going to be the climax, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume so. I mean, yeah, that's the only thing I can think of is that would be your big lead into season 2 where it's like, hey, here's what's happening, right? But yeah, and I don't even, to be honest, it's funny, this episode I was watching it and I forgot that Stellan Skarsgård was even part of it because I was like, show me more of the prison, like that's what I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Was I didn't actually, I was like, oh yeah, you said that, and I was like, oh, yeah, he is in this show. I just wanted more of the prison. And I think that's because to me that's the character that I care the most about. Is, I mean, it's his show, right? It's Andor's show. So why are we not seeing? And I don't care about Mon Mothma. And to be honest, I'm very let down by Lev being her cousin. To me, that's just irresponsible. Why would you let your cousin?
Super irresponsible.
Yeah, like you're screwed. Like, how is Mon Mothma still alive in episode 4? Like, and beyond, because, man. Now you are, she is,
the Empire is stupid.
She's juggling some shit. I mean, when you think about it, because cousin gets caught, this money issue she's got going on, this $400,000 or credits or whatever, and I mean, you're like, woo, one little thing goes wrong and you're toast. Because it's not like you're in a friendly place. You know what I mean?
And your husband will rat you out.
Oh, your daughter will rat you out.
Yeah.
It's more like that her daughter's going to rat her out. And I wonder, too, if that's where we're headed is we see Andor get out. We see Mon Mothma have to leave Coruscant. And, yeah.
Sounds about right.
I don't know. What were you going to say, Alec?
Well, I'm just... all the storylines that they have, or the halfway storylines, once again, is kind of bugging me.
Yeah.
Because, what was it, 2 episodes ago, an episode ago, where everybody is hunting Andor.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, Vel's not. She's going to go chill, be rich girl for a few months. And so now the rebellion is just not concerned about Cassian Andor anymore. Or this specific rebel cell is. The Empire's still looking for him. But he's locked up in an Imperial prison. It should not be that difficult to find this man.
Yeah.
So it's like, why did we bother with this? Oh, we got to hunt down Cassian Andor storyline from Luthen's cell when it's kind of by the wayside now. Who really cares? They got the one chick, probably Cinto, still on Ferrix.
Yeah, so she's watching for him, but what's that going to do for her?
It's not going to do anything.
Yeah. Because again, to go back on one point, like I was thinking about that today too. After I watched the episode, I'm like, okay, they can generate a 3D rendering of his face in front of everybody, but you don't have any facial recognition technology that would catch the fact that this man is now in. Because they had to take a picture of him when they sent him to prison. Like, yeah. So I mean, there's some holes here where I'm like, when our technology is better than your technology, we have a problem.
It's this 1970s, 1980s future Star Wars tech that's really not that futuristic. We're dealing with spinning dials and red buttons.
Sure, I know, but they've, in the animated series and things like this, in this time frame, they've used facial recognition technology in the show and in
that's
the
animated
universe.
Star Wars. That's clearly different than live action Star Wars.
Still the same universe, though. They should have it too. Damn it,
multiverse.
Speaking of which, if you haven't watched Tales of the Jedi yet, you really should. It is so good,
dude. They're dope.
It's so good. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about.
But yeah, I mean, and like the jumps that they take in some certain things, are really cool jumps, but they're so jarring
Mm-hmm.
almost. Where like even when they're having a meeting, and the one underling is like, "Oh yeah, Cassian is tied to Aldani because he shaved."
Yeah.
Like that's a great reveal, and that's a great thing to pick up on. But it came out of absolutely nowhere, and I was like, "Oh, great! So you just had Sherlock Holmes working for you guys, but he's not being promoted or doing anything else. Like, just put him on Finding Cassian Andor. I'm sure he could do it in an afternoon."
Yeah. Yeah, I laughed at that too. I was like, wait, you know how many
This is
people
how we know he
probably,
did it. He shaved.
so has he worn a beard like his whole life? Like he just can't shave anyway. Yeah, it was a weird episode for me because there were parts, like I said, there were parts that I really enjoyed, and then there were bigger parts of that I was just like, I don't know where they're trying to. I really hope the finale, the last 3 episodes has some ties back because they're starting to lose me. I was fully invested in this show at the end of season episode 6 or 7 or whatever the hell it was. And slowly but surely, like the last 2-3 episodes, they've started to I'm starting to lose interest, which is sad
Wow,
because I don't want
JJ.
to.
Well,
Yeah.
there's been less Andor in those last 2 or 3 episodes, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be Andor's show, but the second half of it is turning out to be a Birth of the Rebellion
You
show.
guys are demanding audience
Well,
here.
I love that it's this feels like backwards. It's like opposite day because usually this is Mattson's forte to be the tough critic. But
Oh,
I'm
man.
yeah, for me
I
it's
am
there's
tough on Disney Plus and Disney in general
yeah,
when the last several things we've watched from them have been hot garbage.
it's true.
This is not hot garbage, though. I still am entertained by the differences to what this normally feels like in the Star Wars universe. So I'm still there, but I still think they should have split up into 2 seasons because I think that's part of our problem.
It could be. And for me it's like there's all this character development for characters I don't care about. And I think that's the miss. And maybe that's just me because I've never cared that much about Mon Mothma and the connection with Lev to Mon Mothma, you lost me because I all of a sudden now equate her to Mon Mothma and I go I just don't care. I wanted give me her be the cousin of some rich, make her Mon Mothma's husband's cousin and I would have been more invested. You know what I mean? Because there's that duality of she's the cousin of probably a family that cares about money in the Empire and that's it. But the tie to Mon Mothma I was like, blech.
Look, you just need the Emperor to come in now in episode 10, and that will you bring it right back. You'd be like, okay, no, but that would be a cameo that would just totally detract. They just need to do a Prison Break episode in 10 or 11, or if it's 12, and just put Andor on screen, and we'll be happy.
Yeah, just more Andor and I'm okay. I really, yeah.
Well, and the shift leader, I like that guy. I like his character.
Yeah, I just feel weird this whole creepy relationship has with Mira now. Like it's weird. Yeah, there was another thing I wanted to talk about with this episode that I've completely forgotten now. Yeah, it's gone. Oh, Bix. So this interrogation process that they put her through, I think that's cool. Like you have this sound of this dying race of aliens that completely breaks people's minds when they hear this grief or whatever it is. It's a great failsafe, right? For this. I think it's a cool idea. I don't want to hear it. I'm glad I didn't hear it because then I'd be like, really? And Bix, the actress, plays it perfectly, but they talk about it breaking their mind and but she seems troubled at the end, but not broken. You know what I mean? So I'm like, because what I would love to have seen, and again, this is nitpicky for me, but I would have loved to have seen her completely broken and not just giving them information, but completely pliable at that point to where she's so broken that you convince her to become loyal to the Empire, right? Like that level of broken is interesting to me and how that describes. But again, that's just me being nitpicky, but I thought it was such a cool concept that just felt thrown away at the end of it. The interrogation of Biggs. So
why do all doctors like that just have to be so excited to implement sheer terror and pain? They're all the same.
It's all in the name of science.
Horrible. Just feel bad.
Yeah. Well, anyway, for me, I just hope it picks up a little bit more and I get more Andor. Other than that, like I still don't hate the show, but I'm starting to lose interest, which is sad because there's still it's like 3 episodes left.
Yeah, I'm not excited to watch next week, really, at all. Even though we have this looming prison break idea. It's like, okay, cool.
And I got excited for a minute because I thought they were going to do it today.
Yeah, or start it.
Yeah, because he was like, let's do it right now. I'm like, yeah, do it. Anyway. Sorry to interrupt, Alec.
No, you're good. Because I didn't really have anything else on that train of thought. Just like this show. It's not doing it for me.
It's going to involve a lot more planning to be ready on episode 9, guys. They not only have to get out of their own floor, they got to figure out how they're going to fly out of there. You got to give Andor a little bit of time here.
Yeah, I did. 9 episodes. 3/4 of the way through the show.
and 2 and like a quarter in the prison. No.
Yeah.
Look, this is exponentially better than She-Hulk. So
wow.
Well, no shit.
Yeah, I mean, She-Hulk was horrid. This better be better. Anyway, I don't have anything else. This is a short episode because until this show gets a little more interesting for me again, I just don't have anything.
Agreed.
Okay, well, there it is.
I still have faith, common folk. Don't lose hope. Hope is, what did they say in this? They've said it. Mon Mothma said something about hope. What was her quote on hope?
I don't remember because I stopped paying attention when it's Mon Mothma.
It's probably something like rebellion is built on hope.
Yeah, I think she said that once in the season.
Yep, something like that. I can't remember what she said.
If you can't remember the hope quote, Mattson, it's time to give up your hope.
It was a complex line. I do remember that, but I do remember the line. I just don't remember what it was.
Well, we all remember, "You are my only hope, Obi-Wan."
Yeah. Boy.
Short,
all
simple,
right.
Got to the point quickly.
Yeah, exactly. We understood things were dire.
It helped that she was good looking. If she was ugly, you might have just let her die.
There you go.
That's the real secret of the...
Well, and apparently they built a relationship when she was a child, so...
Yeah.
All right, well, there it is. Andor, episode 9. Alec, tell everybody where they can find us.
Happy to, JJ. All right, so thank you for tuning in to episode 3 of the Birth of the Rebellion show, formerly known as Andor. We'll be going live once again at 5 p.m.
You are Pacific. Forgot where the fuck I was for a minute.
On YouTube and Facebook. And if you don't want to watch me pick my nose on our live shows, feel free to listen to the episodes in podcast form. We are on every major podcasting site and are this close to signing an exclusive deal with the dark web. They are ridiculously difficult to track down, guys. I'm not sure if you know that. Special thanks to our lovely patron, Ginge Cringe Dildo Warehouse. I bet you're fun to party with.
Love that guy.
Guys, if you are not currently watching The Peripheral on Amazon Prime, I can only assume you are a Mattson. Oh, Mattson, I've decided to use your name as an insult now. FYI. It is without a doubt the best thing to watch on TV right now, and we are reviewing it. You can catch us live Mondays at 5 p.m.
Pacific.
Or the podcast version of those releases on the following Tuesday. As always, we appreciate the listen, and does our verdict match yours? Let us know in the comments below.
Yeah. Thanks, Alec. Well, again, there it is.
I'm an
episode
insult. 9. Man. This podcast just heated up.
Love it. Yeah, we'll be back next week. Hopefully it's a much more exciting episode. It's a little more to talk about. But until then, as always, we appreciate you tuning in. We'll catch you next time. Well, that was weird. I'll catch you on the next one.
Yeah,
something wrong with me today. Anyway, Cinemagic out. Wow.
Whoa!